What's up everybody, it's Matt from howtomotorcyclerepair.com, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to remove a Welch plug that is located just above the fuel screws. And they do this from the factory so A, no one messes with it, B, I have no freaking idea, but it's a pain in the ass. Anytime you got to clean the carbs out, you got to take it apart to make sure you remove all these and clean this circuit, the passages from here to the throat of the carb and also the pilot jet. That is the most important circuit you need to clean. It's the smallest, it supplies fuel at idle, and it's often overlooked. So you definitely have to remove these, and for some reason they're available in the aftermarket if someone ever wanted to buy them and plug it again. I don't know why you would ever do that. I just remove them, clean them up, and just leave them exposed. I don't know why you'd ever want to plug them again. One thing to note, this is off an 83 GS1100, these carbs, so these plugs possibly have been in there for that long. It's 2015 right now, you do the math, it's a long freaking time. Sometimes carbs, I don't even know how they last a few years not getting dirty and taken apart and cleaned. So somewhat, there was two that were taken out and these two were not, or still in place. I just got a little practice here removing this one. So let's just go ahead and do this. There's already a hole in here, so I don't need to pre-drill it or center punch it. I don't think you want to center punch it because it would just drive this plug down. And one thing to note is when you're drilling, do not apply a lot of pressure on this plug as it'll drive it down. And I've seen guys, or I've seen people do it in the shop where they're putting so much pressure to drill and the plug moves down and it pops the pilot up through this passage, something you definitely don't want to do. On this I can see that the threads would prevent that, but just keep that in mind. Also, I have a small drill bit here and I put some electric tape on here. Here's one of the plugs and you can see I got the thickness pretty much perfect. The tape will tell you when you're through the plug. And that's just a little tip so you don't go crazy and drill into your pilot screw and mess that up. Alright, so here we go. Just take your time, go slow. And sometimes the drill bit will grab the plug and spin it, and then you can just yank it out right with the drill bit, and that is the best outcome. Okay, so I'm already through that. That one went really quick. And then what you're going to want to do is take a sheet metal screw. Probably should have went with a little bigger of a pilot hole, but this works. And the plug is starting to spin. Alright, so at this point, just grab some pliers. And I'm spinning it righty-tighty just so it doesn't loosen up. It's almost out. There it is. So that's it, this little frickin' plug. EPA for you, I guess. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this out. Let's blow the chips out. Alright, normally you want to count how many turns in to lightly seat these. And you definitely want to lightly seat these because look at the tips on these. They're like freaking needles. If you go cranking on them, they're going to break the tips. And I just had another set of carbs in here last week or a month ago or whatever, and the tips were broken off. And luckily it was protruding enough out here where I just took a flat blade screwdriver, pushed down on it, and shot out. That's a crappy situation to be in when the tips break off, especially when they don't protrude out and somehow you gotta poke it down and get it out of there. Do not take a drill bit to drill it out. You'll enlarge the hole, it'll never run right. Believe me, I've been there, done that with a friend's bike when I was like a teenager, and it just never ran right. So I hear a lot of guys use a thumbtack and a wrench. So that's not the purpose of this video, but I just thought I'd mention it. So I'm just gonna back it out because a lot of these were really tight and kind of rusty. So in fact, I'm gonna take a little, not rusty, but just a bunch of junk, and the threads are all So see that? See that black goop on there? It's just years of accumulated junk. So, I mean, tips are dirty. And okay, so now you're going to want to remove the spring, washer, and O-ring that's in here. And I got this dental pick here or whatever, and I don't know if it was bent like this or whatever, but this shape, for whatever reason, works freaking awesome. I mean, sometimes it's really difficult to get all three of those components out there, especially the O-ring, but for some reason the bend on this is just working for me. So alright, here's the spring. There's the washer, and the best part is the O-ring. And there she is. So get a good look at this tool. For some reason, for me, it's working great. I don't know if I tweaked it or if it was straight at one point or what, but in any case. Alright, so you want to thoroughly clean these passages and go on with your rebuild of carbs. So these things are looking pretty nasty. And I just got a soda blast cabinet, or a sandblast cabinet, and then I'm running soda in. So these will be a good candidate to just dump in there and blast them up and see how well that turns out. Alright, so that's it for this video. Definitely check out my site, howtomotorcyclerepair.com. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. This is what I do, put out some good videos for you guys to help you out with your bikes. Any comments, just comment below, and we'll see you in the next video.